are needed. And I tell you exactly, people have called and they wanted something. If it's not necessary, I'm going to tell you. If things are in order, I will tell you. And if any actions are necessary, I will make the recommendation.
Okay, a few questions. Oof. My wife died a couple of years ago, and we didn't have all our affairs in order. We were real close to finalizing all this, but it didn't happen. So I have a friend who's a will attorney, and we had one joint account together. That worked out fine. But then she had her own account, okay, and did not leave me as a beneficiary. She put somebody else on who was literally a con artist. So I had to get my attorney to look into it. But POD was on his name, which that killed me because I'm left out. Correct?
That is correct, and we spoke about that. This should sound very familiar, right? We spoke about this.
So my first question is if you have a banking account or a CD or something, and I've looked at all this now, I've got that straight. So I put a beneficiary on. Is that the same as a POD?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
If you have a beneficiary listed, it is the same. However, I've come to, banks won't give you legal advice. Whatever you call it, however you state it, they're just going to put it that way. Because they're going to tell you, oh, we can't tell you, we can't answer that. You have to know. I would prefer that you said, this is my paid on death beneficiary, please. Some banks are now using the word transfer on death to distinguish. They're trying to make the language more plain because it has created some legal confusion and challenges by other beneficiaries. Oh, they were just named there to take care of the accounts for us, or it contradicts a will or another writing and it's contested. So while beneficiary, yes, meaning this is the person who benefits from this account when I'm no longer here, they would prefer you to explicitly says, I need Pod or Todd. Whatever you want to call it, it's a POD or a TOD. Remember Pod or Todd. It's better to be plain and use the language. My beneficiary is who I want to be paid from this account upon my death without any legal proceedings. And that, as we talked about, the writing is powerful. If you forget to add a POD beneficiary, or you forget to update your POD because you no longer wanted that person, he just explained, it could hurt loved ones because there's nothing they can do to change that. There's nothing in law. It's going to go to the person who is named on that account.
Okay. Now,
that at least if something happens to you before your brother, that your brother now has a legal authority. You can name, and I would do what we call a ladybird deed in your situation, where you give your brother or your sister a future interest that takes effect upon your death. So you own the life estate with the right to do whatever you want without needing the signatures of your brother and sister. But on that deed, it is going to be very important that you work with an attorney. You're welcome to call my office. I would put restrictions where you can then think of a charitable organization that you may want if you have no one. This is the last of your living relatives. And I want you to think about it. If none of them, say it. So no, and this is serious. If none of them are available, just think which other organization. if she was to fill this out. Because the way I structured this, it not only asks you for information, but it educates you. It tells you, why are we asking you for this? And what kind of person would you want to think about to qualify? Even if you don't have a writing, if you have this written out, it's going to allow you to think about the right persons to serve in these capacities. And if you fill these out, I would be happy to spend time with you to review it and make recommendations. And there is no cost for me to review this form with you. I will even come back here if I need to, just to sit down and say, okay, today we're just going to be reviewing. Everybody gets a 10-minute time slot, and you have your one-on-one with me. It would be my pleasure. Now, it's a busy time for me because I'm in transition from being an attorney to serving as your next Broward County Circuit Court judge. Thank you. Thank you for that. But I want you to know that I have ensured that the law office of Tamar in Hamilton, PA will continue to faithfully offer these services. We have 2 other attorneys, and I told them these doors stay open. It has been a place where our community, so many, has walked in and get the help they need. But I'm here, and I want to continue to serve you and make sure you have what is needed. So when you visit the court, it's just to say hi, all right? Not to administer any of this. So I look forward to joining you again. Please let the staff know if you need us to come back, and we'll schedule a date where I sit and review these forms with you. You need the form or you